Donations to rebuild the 850-year-old Notre-Dame Cathedral in Paris have surpassed $1 billion after a fire ravaged the landmark on Monday. Politicians, charities and businesses across France and from around the world have pledged millions to the cause. The high-profile list of donors include billionaires Bernard Arnault and Franscois-henri, as well as French firms Total, L'Oréal and Agricole. As US companies Disney and IBM have also pitched in. While the French government and historians are urging people to contribute, it sparked a debate on income inequality.
It's a Paris monument and it has so much history. The faster we gather the money, the faster we can rebuild it.
$1 billion gathered up, just like that. When you think about all the problems there already are in France and what it could be used for, it's a bit strange to think that there are companies that can provide $100 million just for Notre-Dame, when there are many on the streets who are suffering.
For more on the story, let's bring in our editor-at-large, Craig Capitas in Paris. Hi, Craig. It didn't take long after the Notre-Dame fire for some people to raise what some would say was the obvious question, which is why have businesses, billionaires and even the government addressed this issue with more urgency than the issue of social inequality in France? What is the answer to that question?
Grow up, snowflakes. Philanthropy is the last refuge of scoundrels. That's the way the world works. Unfortunately, it's worked that way vis-a-vis Notre-Dame since 1830, when they had the first, big project to kind of fix the place, and it was done in a half-hearted, really poor manner, overseen by the writer Victor Hugo, who was also a politician at that time. That's just the reality of it. Does it smell? Yeah, it does.
For now, at least, politics in France has taken a bit of a back seat in the wake of the fire at Notre-Dame. But the Yellow Vest movement is still pretty much there. Is that still going to be at the forefront of Emmanuel Macron's mind right now?
It has to be. The speech he was going to give on the night of the blaze is supposed to be done next week. He has a lot of issues here. Prior to the fire, the conventional wisdom at the National Assembly was Macron's future as a politician and the president of France, during the next election, hinged on what he had to say during that speech. So the country is still waiting to hear his reforms going into the future.
President Macron did address a time frame as to which Notre-Dame Cathedral was to be rebuilt. He said it'd be rebuilt in 5 years, it'll be bigger and better. I mean, why is he being so ambitious on this front and not so much on what the Yellow Vest protesters are calling for?
Because the country has invested billions of dollars in the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, the greatest show on earth. And Notre-Dame was supposed to play a key role in those Olympic Games, along with the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, and other world-renowned sites here in Paris. So he wants that place fixed and open for business, even though you can't charge people to go inside, before the opening ceremony of the 2024 Summer Olympics.
And while there have been some questions from some people about the effort that's going into this rebuilding of Notre-Dame, overall, where you are in Paris, do you get the sense that most people are behind the rebuilding efforts of the cathedral?
Yeah, they are. They're going to swallow the hypocrisy on this one. Notre-Dame is just too important to France and the people of Paris, and also, metaphorically at least, the tourist industry, even though, as I said, you can't charge money they can't charge money to go inside. It is the epicenter. Notre-Dame is kilometer zero of France, and it's very important to the country and the citizens here that it remains that way.
Interesting. Craig Capitas in Paris, thanks again.